Full time in East London, West Ham United 2, Manchester City 2. Wow, oh wow, what a game that was. I'm joined by Kieran for the match review. Kieran, how are you?
Good, mate. How are yourself?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I'm buzzing after that. That was such an exciting game to watch.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how it panned out. You knew that was coming back, didn't you? You knew they were coming back, but the ending of Fabianski and all that, it was fantastic. It was I'd imagine a great game for the neutral. Would have loved that.
100%. Let's get into it then. Obviously, West Ham United took the lead somehow, some way, and 2-0 after a bit of a defensive shambles for Manchester City. We were 2-0 up at half time. What were you thinking, Kieran?
I just couldn't believe it. We basically had 2 counter-attacks and banged 2 goals in. I was just hoping, we scored the first goal, right? And what a finish that was from Bowen. And the assist from Fornals, where he just didn't even think, he went bang, hit it. He knew where to hit it. He knew where Bowen was coming in. He knew where the space was. He just hit it so quickly, and Bowen's inside run from left Zinchenko, and it was just perfect. He timed it perfectly to get onto the ball. But when he took it around the keeper and with that angle, I went, "Oh, you've stuffed it, son. You've stuffed it." But what a finish! Fantastic finish. So I was delighted to go 1-0 up with that goal. Really was.
Superb from Jarrod Bowen to get the brace, and just that second one where he kind of took a heavy touch and you think, oh, he's not quite, and he somehow squeezed it in to that side netting of that other corner. I think we're just going to be joined by Mike from the stadium. Mike, can you hear us?
Sorry, mate, but I haven't got my earphones, so I don't know how much I'm going to hear.
How was that, mate?
I'm on Nick's phone. Because my phone's been rubbish the last 2 days. But hey, what a game, mate. That was brilliant. What a send-off for the man. Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant.
Can you hear me?
Brilliant. What do you make of that, mate?
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Struggling to hear you a bit. Just waiting for the guy to come out in a minute. For about 5-10 minutes, and we can give him another good send-off. But obviously, came on, had a good 15 minutes. And yeah, we looked all right at the end there. I mean, likelihood was that we were going to concede, but we held out well. So, yeah, not a bad result, eh? I was still taking 2-2 when we were 2-0 up. So, hey, mate, taking it.
I think we all would have done. Cheers, lads. Thank you very much. Let's get Lawrence in. Lawrence, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Jake? Hey, Geezer, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Lawrence, how you doing, bro?
I tell you, I'm ecstatic. I mean, going into the game, going against Man City, who's been playing so great, the #1 team in the Premier League, scoring all those goals, and how we came out. The first half, you couldn't ask for anything more. Second half, we had a couple opportunities. Antonio with maybe the pass to Fornals and all that. Fab saved the day. Saved the day. I mean, I think all of us sat there like, oh, crap, we're going to lose this game. 85 minutes in, I'm sitting here ready to die. And I'm like, and he saved it. I was like, so I can't be more proud of the boys. I really can't.
Oh, it was brilliant. Let's get into the second half then. And all of a sudden you could see a change from Man City, Kieran. They were putting their wingers out on right onto the touchline, which meant that they then had the running of our fullbacks, and it's like they flicked a switch.
Yeah, they stretched us, mate. They went really wide, and then I noticed De Bruyne then come to the right, on the Cresswell side. He came out there now, and then you had him and Mahrez out there, and Cresswell trying to battle and Fornals with them. It was a tough gig. And and the pressure was coming, and you knew it was always going to come, didn't you? With Man City, you knew they're going to flick a switch, and then right, boys, we're 2-0 down. But it doesn't bother them. They know they can score goals, and they were coming at us hard. It was pretty relentless in that first 10-15 minutes, And I always I like to go when you're winning that sort of game against a top side. I like to go in increments of 15, Try and get to 60, then try and get to 75. And I said to my boy, we're both like, let's just get to 60. I think we lasted to 48. So
Yeah.
I
think so.
Yeah. When that first City goal went in, Lawrence, it was almost like, oh, here we go. You know, we thought 2 or 3 or 4 may have followed, but we managed in the end to weather the storm, I think.
I think we did, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it. What did you think with Grealish and stuff? Was Soufal not being able to control him? He had a lot of possession. He was really strong in the second half, and he was
Looked good
with Soufal, so I wasn't sure about that. What do you think?
Now, Grealish looking good. Like he looked like he stepped up a few gears, and he's a tricky customer for any right back.
Yeah,
never mind Soufal, any right back. He really is, and he was doing a bit of damage there in that second half.
Yeah, I watched a couple of City's last couple matches and stuff, and that second half, he was on target. He stepped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just massively helped Kieran that we continued to play narrow, which meant it gave them the run, and then they just kind of flicked that switch and on they went, and it turned into us playing the Man City that we know again. But saying that, we defended well. Big Craig Dawson was incredible once again. Every single header, every single block, he was there.
Unbelievable.
He was awesome.
Superb.
Unbelievable, mate. The amount of blocks and headers he made, mate. You know, you just could not fault the man, apart from giving the penalty away, where it's one of them. It's just she was a fraction late. He caught him, and as soon as I saw it in the replay, I knew they were going to overturn his decision and give the penalty. I knew, you know, it was a penalty. You know, I'm not even disputing it. It was always going to be given as a penalty. It was a shame, but I'll go back to Dawson. The chance he had in the first half of that header.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it was bread and butter for him. I thought, oh, Dawes, me old mate. He normally buried him. That would have been nice.
You think about it, we probably had like 2 goals left out there. You think of that one, the Antonio, where he could have torn out. We could have easily got 4 or 5 goals against them today. You know,
I thought Antonio was absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, he
hold up play, and
yeah,
he was fabulous. He was really, really. That's what you want Antonio to do week in, week out.
Yep.
What he did today.
Yeah,
regardless whether he scores a goal, he's adding to everything we do as a counter-attacking side. And even the little flick on he done for Bowen's, I think, second goal, it was quality. He just timed it right and pulled it over the top.
He's brilliant at passing the ball to the center. I mean, he had a couple. He has great touches.
Yeah,
he really does. He's great at that.
Yeah, as well. I think it did help because he seemed to kick it, and then he isolated Fernandinho, and he was just breezing past him. And then when he should have scored in the second half, he should have done where
forgot about that one, Jakey. I forgot about that one.
Oh, I didn't. I tell you what, I said he should have made it, but then I saw how wide open Fornells was. I was like, I don't know if he saw him or not because he was a little bit behind him.
Yeah.
But golly, if he would have just saw him, it was an easy net.
If he gets the chip right on target, it's a goal. You know.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't blame him for taking that shot on because it was on.
Yeah.
The keeper was nowhere. All he had to do is get over his head and keep it on target. It's a goal.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a shame. But that's our Antonio, mate.
That's true. Let's take some comments. Slacks, hope you are well. Will Mark Noble do a speech? We expect so. We're just getting pictures in from the London Stadium, the kind of memorial and kind of everything starting to take its place for the kind of ceremony. And in just a second, Peach says no free kick. I don't know what free kick he's on about, but I hope you well, Peach.
No, I do. I think the free kick where Soufal scored the header. To me, it weren't a free kick. I didn't see much in it at all.
Oh yeah, that was
what you're talking about.
That was gutting.
Yeah, Soufal. I think he cocked up there, mate. He should not have thrown his head at that.
Nah, they kept saying that he wasn't sure who was behind him, but from him to put the header there, that was too dangerous.
Yeah, it was too dangerous. Yeah, you normally pull out of them when it's too far beyond you. You normally pull out of them and hope your centre half deals with it. But hey
ho, it is. And then one of the last major instances of the game was the whole penalty, and Kieran touched on it there. So Lawrence, I'll come to you. No complaints really. I think it was a penalty. VAR, that's what its job is, and it did it. It did it right. And at the end of the day. It's a rubbish penalty from Mahrez. Very good save from Fabianski.
Totally. And there was dispute because before that, Grealish, I think, fouled Soufal in the box before that. So that's what they were really going about. I mean, at least West Ham players, I thought. But when Fab saved that goal, I could not have been more happy. I mean, but it was a penalty. I agree with you. And as soon as he gets called off, it's like they said on the television. As soon as the ref gets called over there, you know it's a penalty. Why go over there? He's going to look over there, and it's like you know, when you know he's going, you know it's a penalty. So
yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, Kieran, you've got to be very proud of the players. 2-0 up at home to Man City is what not many teams can say they have done in the last 10 years. Let's just say that.
No. When you see what they've been doing lately, an amount of goals. Have you seen their goals for this season? It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And I myself, I had no confidence in this game whatsoever, Jake. I thought we'd lose 2-1, maybe 3-1. And when the penalty come up, and well, maybe we lose 3-2. Don't worry. I didn't expect the same. But I thought from beginning to end, the effort that went in and a game plan that we had was to sit deep and break hard. But we've tried to do this in other games where we didn't break quick enough, hard enough, or our passing was poor. Today it wasn't. We seemed to find players in our counter-attack. We seemed Antonio was holding the ball and battling brilliantly. Bowen he was superb. And we found they love a high line, don't they, Man City? And we exploited it. And we got 2 goals from it. Yeah. From their high line, and go, well, there's your high line, boys. What are you going to do now? And it was fantastic. I thought it was a really exciting, fantastic game. I remember not that long ago under Pellegrini, them coming to the London Stadium and sticking 5 passes, Jake. It wasn't that long ago. No, exactly. And you expected it. That's the worry. You got it.
And you're right, Geezer. And they've been playing against people that way. They've been pounding people. And for us to play that good, solid against a team like that, you have to be proud of them. Now, we were up 2-0 at half. I wanted to win, holding my breath the whole second half. West Ham, we gave up a couple of goals, but as long as we got the draw after that, I'm happy.
Yeah, I think so. As well, a touch of class from Pep Guardiola at the end goes over and just has a little word in Mark Noble's ear. He's had nothing but praise for West Ham this year, and you can see there's levels between him and Jurgen Klopp, that's for sure. But yeah, at the end of the day, City have slapped Wolves and Newcastle by 5 goals. They come to the London Stadium. We rattled them. I don't care who they had in centre back. We absolutely rattled them. And at the end of the day, we got a point which all of us would have absolutely snatched your hand off at about 2 hours and 15 minutes ago. But there we go. We now move on to Brighton, the last game of the season next Sunday. One thing I do have to say, boys, is European football of some sort is now secured for West Ham.
Yeah,
the minimum we can get is Europa Conference League now. Kieran?
Exactly. Yeah, it's great that is done and dusted, right? We're not worried about Wolves and what they do and what they don't do. We're not bothered now. We've got that in the bag for next year. We're playing European football next year. Now, the icing on the cake, obviously, is the Palace has slapped Man United, and we go and slap Brighton. Then what a great finish to the season that will be, because could have been such a disappointing ending to the season after Frankfurt, after losing the semi-final. If we'd lost today and Wolves had caught us and we'd finished 8th, it would have been a good season, but a really disappointing one. Now, we're not got that now. Whatever happens against Brighton, whether he finished to the 6th or 7th, it's not a disappointing season to me. We've got European football next year, and we're going again.
We're going on another tour.
We are.
Exactly. And you look at it now, there's 2 points between us and Manchester United with level games. So at the end of the day, if we win and Man United don't win, we get
that's us
next season.
Yeah,
that's us.
Because of goal difference. Superb. Absolutely superb. Let's have a look at some comments. Pep is class, to be honest. He really, really is.
He is.
Mandy says Vieira will love to demote Man United to the Conference League. Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Yes,
English Yards, we are
yeah.
playing English football, boys and girls. Unbelievable stuff. Superb. And today is the pinnacle of our season. Sums it up. Absolutely sums it up. Superb. Fighted. Got that point, overcame massive hurdles in that game, and we still managed to get a point against Man City, which not many sides can say they've got this season. But it's got some final thoughts, Lawrence.
You hit it right there, Jake. I am just so happy. We've seen West Ham have ups and downs this year when they didn't play well and played well. Today was an example of how West Ham can play. Without the depth we have, for these boys to stick it out and play that hard that they did today, showing the West Ham way at home with Noble going away, I just can't be more proud of them.
Yeah. And Kieran Noble to get his quite fitting 16th minute applause and coming on for the last 10 minutes or whatever. Superb. And the ceremony that's going on as we speak now to send off Mr. West Ham.
Yeah, and I always worried me that we were playing Man City in his last home game in a West Ham shirt, and that we could end up with an embarrassing score against us, and it sort of might have tainted it a bit, but it hasn't, has it? Everyone turned up and got a result, more for him than anyone. Yeah. And it's fabulous, isn't it? And the crowd, and I mean, on my telly here, it was buzzing. You know, when they were going hard, and I loved the atmosphere that was going on. And for him to come on was fantastic, not just for a couple of minutes, you know, good 15, 20 minutes. And I think it was a great send-off for him. And for him to remember his very last game, get a point against Man City, who are the reigning champions, who probably will be the champions again this year, you know, fantastic for him. I think it's a great ending.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at some at the ceremony live pictures. It looks like some sort of guard of honor. There's loads of inflatable like pictures of Martin. There's a little video playing right now to send off the great man. But anyway, we're going to leave it there. West Ham United 2, Man City 2. A pretty good send off for Martin Noble. We would have all taken that point at half time, and that's exactly what we've got. Well fought, well battled. On to next week to take that 6th spot off Man United. From me, Kieran and Lawrence, come on you Irons. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you soon.
Come on you Irons.
West Ham, catch you soon. Bye-bye.
All the best, boys.